ROI can get really complicated really fast. And that's why I go back to kind of speaking the language of the C-suite and understanding what the C-suite sees as sort of the North Star. Because
Yep.
ultimately, not everybody in the C-suite is probably a number cruncher and trying to figure out all these kind of mathematical equations for leads or whatever they are. They want something that says, like, you know what, when we do these shows, we get to have these conversations that we don't get to have when the leads come through Google or something like that. And that's really important because these people then understand our product way better and way faster. And I think what you were saying about the speed of kind of going through the thing, if you could kind of say, hey, we spoke to these 20 people at a trade show. Yes, that's not the 200 that we got last month through Google, but they grew bigger deals or whatever it was. I think if you can get to that, then you're really simplifying it in a way where you don't have to have kind of complex calculations. You can just say, look, we know that when we do these events, these are the conversations we have, and it has this impact on our business. And that's kind of the conversation that you really want to have.
You using the term North Star, I really like. And I think it's something that the more I talk to event marketers themselves that are running the trade shows, events, meetings for companies, the more I find myself telling them to go get your key stakeholders buy-in. And they're like, well, what does that mean? And typically what I'm always going to is what's the why? What's the North Star? What's the purpose? What's the mission? Right. And that's what I think that North Star that you're talking about is like, what is the North Star? It could be specifically for the events program. Like, why are we doing this? What is the overarching idea behind this? That oftentimes can tie into the mission, can tie into the purpose, can tie into this overarching campaign of like, what are we as a company? What direction are we sledding in at this moment?